Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Cory with Utah Dream Properties and Keller Williams. Today we're going to talk to you about what it's like in this market for buyers.
Let's get to work. Let's get to work.
All right, everyone, let's talk a little bit about what buyers are experiencing in the market today. So we put some pros and cons up on the board for you. I know you can read, but I want to talk through these. So first, let's talk about there's more on the market. That's 10,099 homes on the market. 6 months ago, we were over just about 2,300 homes on the market. So that's a lot more properties to look at, which means, of course, you have more time, right? So you've got more product on the market, a little bit more time. When we're going out with buyers right now, they're not having to make a decision frantically inside of the home that they want to possibly purchase. And they're getting to think about it a little bit. So that's nice, right? Obviously, we don't want to take too much time because in real estate, time is of the essence and we don't want to wait somebody else sneak in there and take that home from you. But it is nice to know we've got more product on the market to look at and we've got a little bit more time when we start talking about looking at them. Also, let's talk about negotiating power. Negotiating, we haven't been able to really do that very much for buyers. It's been, please just let me pay as much as possible and I just want the house, I just want to get the keys. Well, that's kind of starting to swing back a little bit, and we've, for the first time in a long time over the last couple of months, we've seen some buyers get some closing costs paid. We're seeing builders pay points down and closing costs and those kind of things. So we're seeing some things where as buyers, we're like, hey, we're not just throwing an offer in and hoping that, you know, we can bring a truckload enough money to make this thing ours. Now we're getting a little bit more negotiating power back on our side. Really the only con that we're seeing right now or that we're hearing a lot of is that interest rates have gone up. So let's talk a little bit about that. Obviously interest rates are up. I think we were spoiled for a couple of years where we were down below 3, which is completely insane. And the way all the interest rates and stuff work, it's really hard for the banks and all them to really make very much money when it comes to having it that low. So we knew they were going to go back up. They have started to come back up now. The average, if anybody knows, is right close to 8% if you go all the way back into the 80s. And it's kind of funny because if you talk to someone that owned a house in the 80s, they're like, hey, I had 12%, I had 18%, whatever. So from the 80s until now, the average is about 8% interest. We're still below that by a point or a point and a half, depending on your credit and all of that. So we're still below the average, and it's not all horrible, but it's definitely a lot more than what it was 6-8 months, maybe a year ago. So we all understand that. Biggest thing we talk about with that is don't let that scare you from buying a home, right? We want to still get you into a home, and let's not forget that after you make 6 payments, you can refinance a home. So if interest rates do start to come back down, depending on what the government does, what the Fed decides to do, all of those things, you have an opportunity at that time to bring that interest rate back down again with a refinance. So yes, it's a con. I understand that. There are ways to work with that when it comes to, you know, future fixing those kind of things. So once again, pros, we've got more homes on the market, got more time, and we have some negotiating power. And then con is we don't have the best interest rates at this point.
Would you still buy a house right now?
I would.
Okay.
Just one thing that I'd like to say is we are still looking at buying rental properties. So it's not like we're telling you to do something that we aren't doing ourselves. It's definitely time to buy, right? We want to make sure we get as many properties in our portfolios as we possibly can. So today we talked about what buyers are seeing in the market. Please, we put these videos out every Friday. Bree's hard at work doing that. Please give her a like and subscribe. She really likes that, puts a big smile on her face. Also, all our information is down below. You can contact us pretty much any way at this point, text, phone, email, whatever we need to do, DM us. We've got every way to get in touch with you guys, and we want to hear what you need. So please tell us what you're looking for so that we can do the research and we can get this information out to you. Have a great day.